Welcome. Good to be here with you today. I've been loving showing up live here with you, just talking about so many aspects of how we can be most supported as coaches and therapists to really have sustainable, enjoyable, skillful, and skilled businesses. And bottom line, how we do our work and how we feel in our work is what makes our businesses boom. um, I've been watching a lot of snowboarding videos lately because I snowboard about 4 or 5 days a week. And I got hooked in by this ad that said 90% of snowboarders are really bad snowboarders. Be in the top 10%. And I was like, you could probably find a similar percentage of that for people in the healing and wellness industry. When we don't get consultation, when we don't have community support, when we don't have an internal sense of support and regulation, we just can't offer highly skilled, in-depth work that will impact clients for a lifetime. I want to be in a world where we are devoted and committed to those three things, where we are supported in community to be in a space where we're allowing ourselves to uplevel our growth and our skill and our regulation and our inspiration constantly so that we can give back to this world that needs so much of our help. It needs our presence. It needs us to be able to be regulated. And the best way I know to do that is in community. So many of us in the health and wellness, coaching, therapy, healer world tend to try to go it alone. We spend a lot of our money on how do we market better or more trainings because we don't feel like we're enough. But really allowing ourselves to invest our time, our money, our energy, our presence in deepening the skills that we've already learned and be really comfortable in our bodies, our nervous systems, our hearts as we're sitting with clients, as we're in our businesses, it's invaluable. It lasts a lifetime. And that's what impacts the growth of the clients, impacts the growth of the income and our capacity to welcome more and more people and charge more money and welcome more things that people are bringing to us to help them navigate in their worlds. Right now is the time and place to be up-leveling our skills. So many people are going through so much and we cannot do it alone. They cannot do it alone. Sinking into self-trust, it takes time, it takes practice, it takes sitting in a circle of other like-minded folks to say, this is hard, this feels vulnerable, I'm at my edge, or look where I'm shining, look where I'm growing, look what I'm learning, look what feels fun, or can we just breathe together? Can we just practice together, being in our bodies, in community, in relationship, being in our hearts here together? And that's what we do in my program, Body of Work. It's not about what we say. We don't talk about clients. We don't talk about situations. We be with it together. It takes a whole different level of being able to feel safe enough to bring everything that we're navigating. To be able to drop in as experts and also be vulnerable, to be guided, to be able to grow, to be able to learn, and to be able to speak our own voices and our own truths as we are in space with other peers and colleagues. So much comes up. When we're in a state of self-trust, something happens. Something happens in our breath. Something happens in our body. You might even notice right now, you might even imagine a time when you have felt so deeply in a space where you trusted yourself. Somebody asked me the other day, how do you know that the choice that you're making is the right one? And I said, I trust my body, I trust my breath, I trust my support team, I trust my friends, I trust my community, I trust spirit, and I trust nature. These are all things that resource me. We all need that wide circle of support to be able to go, yes, this is why I trust that choice. Yes, this is why I created that intervention. This is why I did it this way. This is why I showed up this way. When we can sit in that space of trust, it includes that circle of support to help us be able to lean in and lean back and breathe more fully. I'm curious, if you're here right now, you're welcome to put in the comments what supports you to trust yourself. It could be anything. This isn't a trick question. What do you need to feel on the inside to know that when you show up, that you are offering something that you believe in, that feels skilled, that you can offer in a way that feels like you can breathe fully and really, really just be you? And that is the offering. What do you need to feel in yourself to be able to do that? What kind of support do you need in your life, inside and out, to be able to feel at home in yourself in that way and trust yourself in that way? Write that in the clients. It might be a sensation, something you feel in your felt sense. It could be an emotion or a series of emotions that you feel. It could be some ways you talk to yourself, some things that you hear, some thoughts you have. When I start to dream into that myself, I often, especially if I'm in a challenging moment, when I'm working with clients, I will imagine a circle of support around me, of everybody that's cheered me on, that wants me to succeed, that believes in me, that trusts me. That is gold for me. I'll feel the back of my body, feel my spine, feel my solid sense of self and all the work it's taken to get me here, which softens the front of my body. And it just lets me be here. When we're in a state of trust, we don't have to be perfect. We trust that we can show up human, connecting with another human, and navigate things moment by moment as it arises. We don't have to be thinking ahead into where we need to go. We get to be right here meeting each moment. What enables you to do that when you're sitting with clients? What supports you to do that? Trust comes in so many forms, and I see it as an ongoing practice. It's something that we learn more about every time we meet it, and we have space to deepen it. It's something that we can return to again and again with strong intention. How do I trust myself? And for me, what I've discovered is I have to be surrounded by community. So I created Body of Work, which used to be called Embodied Coaching Experience, because there's therapists and coaches and healers in there of many kinds. And I wanted people to be able to get high integrity coaching, high integrity mentorship, supervision, consultation for how to be embodied in a state of self-trust, self-love, how to stay in a space of compassion and curiosity and presence so that our clients can come to their own wisdom without us needing to have all the answers. Body of Work is a connected, intimate group of like-minded people who want to be doing the absolute most skilled work with the most ease possible in their healing and coaching and therapy practices. I was just smiling because I was thinking about that snowboarding video, and it's amazing how like the subtlest shifts create the biggest changes. I've been snowboarding over 20 years. These days I snowboard 3 to 5 days a week, and just recently I started showing up for learning how to do it differently, and finding the slightest movements change everything and make everything so much more efficient and so much more fun. And it's the same in showing up with clients. The littlest, tiniest ounce of support or live coaching or guidance or connection or a practice can just change everything in a moment so that we can feel more efficient, we can breathe easier, it feels inspired, and we are clear and connected to our wisdom in a way that we don't have to push for. If you're curious about jumping into this, we are open for enrollment for one more week and a day. And it's filling up. So I'll put the link here in the comments and go check it out. There's an application process, and it would be lovely to connect with you. Happy to hop on a phone call, chat with you, whatever, just to see if it could be a fit for you, so that you can really be one of those care providers that trusts yourself to be one of the most skilled and have so much fun doing it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I look forward to connecting with you soon.